Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us down under in the beachside city of Melbourne, Australia. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of. Really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Running left is Walker. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Let's go. And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete. The Seahawks at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Go!
Looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Walker. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
2nd and goal from the 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things can go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go, set.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught by Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Go!
2nd down in the yard.
19 Lion. Ready.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
7 Pirates, go!
Back to throw here. Throw caught by Achane. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Let's go.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
10 for 11. 10 for 11. Go, Chap. Go, Chap.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run for it with Achane. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And audible here to get a new look.
Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got room to roam. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Come on.
They'll run. Achane. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
18 Cardinal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Achane. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hut.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Ready, ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Check go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go, set.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he will take it in for the touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, 28 yards. And the Seahawks are able to move back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Go.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Go.
He'll drop to throw. Open man complete downfield to Davis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 35 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. "44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
18 rattling. Dragon 60. Set go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries.
Let's go now.
This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready, ready?
Back to throw. That is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Got it. Ready?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 33. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Viking 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here we go.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Buffalo 18.
They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check go.
They'll set up to throw.
That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go!
They'll look to throw again. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. George Kittle as the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, and that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Go!
Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
Ready?
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. On the counter, it's Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter,
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Back to throw here. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Ready!
Straight ahead, Walker.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Okay, break. Set. Ready.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game is gone, they got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Cowboy 80. Hut, hut.
On third down, Achane. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Taking it about the 16. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
Ready, break.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5.
Set up.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10.
Go.
They're going to look to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Here we go.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
They'll go. Achane.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more this time, the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
And Walker once more.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells